mode. And so we had actual thoughts and patterns like, what's going on? He's like, well, like you enjoyed it, but it's like I gotta play offline to stay online. Like I gotta play by myself in online
to
mode
be
for a
able to stay,
grind.
to stay connected. And it got in the past couple of days, it has gotten worse.
Of course it has,
Like,
because you trust Ubisoft with hopes and dreams.
well, all right. So, like, the past couple of days, if I will pick a mission, it will tell me, okay, all right. So you're in the online world. You open up the map, and you click on an assignment, and it tells you, okay, go here to accept the assignment. So you can accept it from the map, but you can actually just go there. Once you accept the assignment, it will give you another objective goal to go to the actual assignment, which I'm like, okay, it's whatever. You
So like GTA did. You go to somebody's house, they tell you what's going on, and it's like drive over here.
But GTA made sense because you had to go to somebody to give you the assignment. In this game, yes, you could start the assignment from the map and have it just send you there, but like it took me a minute to realize that like, oh, there is no actual person I'm going to. I'm just going to, let's say, a phone booth to start the mission. I'm like, well, which makes sense why I can start it from whenever, but like they should have, it would be better if they had someone give it to me. Or even Bagley, the actual voiceover. Like, okay, like, and like once you start the mission, then Bagley goes, okay, this is the mission. But I'm like, they could have done this, they could have animated this differently. But like, that's kind of whatever. That wasn't even my issue. I got over that quickly. The problem was sometimes whenever I would start a mission and I would go to said location, nothing would happen. I would check on the where I need, like it tells me where I need to go on the top. I was like, oh, go to the spiral, which is a location on the map. So I'm there. I'm like, nothing triggered, nothing happened. I go in there, I kill all the bad guys. Nothing changed. I have to abort the mission and pick another. Like it was yesterday. No missions worked for me at all. I'm like, this is one of those experiences that make me want to uninstall the game. It was a tremendous down. Like it was heartbreaking because like I'm like I could have played single player mode and actually felt more. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, more satisfied because I'm playing with my team. So like the fact that some missions just don't work really kind of upset me. Now they had an update last night, so I'm hoping they fix that. I haven't really had time to play it today, but like that was one of the things that like yesterday I was like, oh, this is really really bad. I like the whole system where they. All right, so in the single player game, I see somebody on the street that I like. Depending on whether or not they like DedSec, depends on how hard it is to recruit them. If they already like DedSec, I can start the recruitment mission immediately. If they only dislike like one thumbs down, I have to do something to convince them that DedSec isn't bad. So I have to look through their background, find the relatives, help the relatives. The relative tells them about DedSec helping them. Then I go, yo, we're DedSec. We want you on our team. And then I do their mission. If they hate me, if they absolutely hate me, I have to like help their entire family tree kind of thing. I have to find out where the sister, the mother, the brother, the girlfriend, the therapist. Like you really have to question whether or not are they really worth this kind of effort. Online mode, it really is. If you have enough of those diamond points, I think they actually have a name, but I don't know what it is. But if you have enough of them, then you can recruit them. But you only get them when you level up. Or if you find hotspots, which it's a grind to level up. Like I wish there was like there are hotspots in the game that you can just like get 3 or 4 tokens, but if you get them all, I already got them all. So now I'm grinding to get to the next level. And keep in mind, not every level gets you those diamond points. It's like it's like every other level. Every other level gets you those.
Of course.
Like I think it was like level 12. I'm like, oh, I don't even really want to do this, but I really want Sharon on my team. and we talked about permadeath. There is no permadeath, which is good because like I was like, there's only so many times I'm willing to go through the loading screen to restart the whole game so I save the character. So like they get critically injured, so they go to the hospital for a little while, or they get arrested and they go to jail for a little while, but no one's like permanently done.
Okay, that's fine.
It is fine.
But I have questions.
There's one more point I wanted to make before we. So I'm trying to. And technically, I'm the one who's supposed to come up with all the good things. I'm pointing out all the bad things. There was one more thing, and I think it has something to do with recruitment. No, it was actually about the single player game. I think that's what it was. I beat the game like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. And I like the story mode and all that stuff. But once you beat the game, that's it.
What? There's no plan after you win?
After you do the DedSec thing and you free London, there is one final mission where you help the AI that talks to you do something. I'm not gonna ruin it for nobody or nothing, but it's there, right? And after I was doing that mission yesterday, I was
Okay.
like, I was on that mission, and I'm walking around London. I'm like, I got nothing. Like they have these things called 404 missions, but there really is like, go here, do that, congratulations. No real depth in it. Like you're just doing stuff, but there's not enough stuff. Like there really isn't enough stuff in the world. Like Grand Theft Auto had stuff. After you beat the game, you can do stuff. After what other game? Far Cry. Whenever you beat the game, there is stuff for you to do. There are towers for you to climb. There are collectibles. There's this, that, whatever. I got all the tech already before beating the game. So all that's already taken care of. My team is filled. I have to kick somebody out to add somebody new. And I like my team. My team of 40-some people is great.
Of course.
Now, and we already liberated all the boroughs of London. There's literally nothing else for us to do. Other than the small little stuff here. And like that kind of irked me. I'm like, all right, the game wasn't really that long. Like I stretched it out. I said before I even finished the game, I collected all the points so I can collect all of the tech. I searched for particular teammates. The only person I wasn't able to find again, because the person I played before my little sister deleted my save file by accident, I was able to find the first guy's mom. Never again was I able to find her. But other than that, like my team's perfect, everything's done. Like I stretched it out. I look for people and everything. I even went sightseeing for a little while, for a little bit. Like, oh, that's what Big Ben looks like. Oh, look at this, look at that. Like, you know, I'm like, I admire, you know, this reincarnation of London. But there are other games that have less of a story, but more to do, and I wish this game was like that. And then when I thought about that, I thought about what you said the other night when we were playing Borderlands, and we weren't playing Borderlands. We were talking before we were streaming, and you said that Legion felt like it was supposed to be a multiplayer based game rather than a single place game with multiplayer add-ons to it. And that's exactly what it felt like as I'm playing the online mode. This makes sense for Legion to be a thing right now that I'm playing with other people. When I play with other people doing missions, it is glamorous. It is fun. We're going in there doing our business, pop. The only problem is there's like 3 or 4 missions. And then it just cycles. And I'm like, Ubisoft, is this what you've been working on for months? Months? Come on, my dude. Months? Man, it hurt. It hurt. It really did.
You should join the dark side. I mean, not the dark side, because I don't like the dark side of the Force because they look ugly, but they got lightning. But I think they was doing it to beat out games like, to counteract your point. I was playing Cyberpunk yesterday, and I finally went to go to see Fingers in a clinic to find out what went.
I was so disappointed by the way Fingers looked. I'm like, because we were looking for this man whenever we were doing the Anna mission. And we're like, well, we thought it was a girl at first. And we're like, man, we're going to find this Fingers. We're going to fuck her gay up. Find out it's this cross-dressing dude. I'm like.
I know, but that's why Cyberpunk is exactly what I'm talking. Like, I'll be in that world like, holy shit, I forgot there aren't cutscenes in this game. I'm just literally just dude talking, having a whole conversation. I'm rifling through his drawers and shit. Sit down. Pat my leg, like, you're gonna punch her in the face. I'm not gonna punch her in the face. I'm not gonna tell Judy to calm down. It's like, and I was just sitting there like, this is all we want, immersion. Like, because when you play Cyberpunk, you are playing Cyberpunk. You are V. you were making decisions that V would do. You're going around, I'm gonna stop this crime real quick, go hit the store, buy some new clothes,
Mm-hmm.
upgrade a couple guns, and go out to the mission. Turn the game off. Like you saying with Legion, it's like we're the kings of the world. It's like, would you like to ride a train? It's like, no, bitch, I want something.
I want to liberate London, and I
Like,
want it to matter. I
like I
do.
wanted to met like because in V like it's V in Cyberpunk everything you do like you could read the things like oh shit I shot that dude in the face I didn't know he was innocent
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
that fucking sucked like there's stories and blogs and
There's a world around it. Yeah,
the world and you look down and you see your arms and legs in this world
you really
and you're
loving
walking
that.
you're physically there so anybody you got beef with like when people out level you and you're like I'm gonna reload and come at it a different way there's a challenge and it's just like like yeah, I'm gonna probably complete all the side missions, but like you said, on some games like Cyberpunk, it's enjoyable to grind the side mission. And a game like Legion Online, like, because I was gonna ask you, why even level up? What is there?
In what?
Like
In Legion?
Legion, because say so in GTA, there used to be certain stuff you couldn't do till you got to level 20 or whatever.
Yeah, on online mode. Yeah.
Like there's different stuff. So in online and Legion, it's like do the same 4 missions for 100 levels. This technically is online mode, right? They give you like the thumbs up, like give me my fucking money.
Yeah,
This
it is
actually
to support. I
all of the other games.
I
Like staring at the Ubisoft games, it's like, what are y'all doing?
it. I'm not sure how many other actual online, not even online, but like live service games you played that have a battle pass system. This one has it's like that. It's like
It's a battle pass.
it's not. I'm saying it's not. It's not
I mean, I
called a
know
battle pass, but it's like
I
every
but it's
season. Like there's a season in this one, and at the end of the season, it resets your levels.
oh,
Yeah.
we did talk about that. So you looked it up.
Well, I kind of put two and two together because I'm like, this system looks very familiar, and I realized it's the same system that they have in now they have it in Rainbow Six. They have it in Star Ocean Online. I think they had it in Red Dead Redemption, but it's per not per class. Like if you're a bounty hunter, each season has separate rewards you can get. Granted, you just keep doing bounty hunter missions all the live long day, and they're all different, which is one of the great things I love about Red Dead Redemption. Like the
You
bounty.
can't compare a Ubisoft
I know,
game to a
I know,
Rockstar game.
but
Rockstar take 9 years and deliver an experience.
they do. Well, Uber, it's one of those things that like it. If someone pitched me Legion in an elevator, I'm like, look, where do I sign for you guys to start this? It sounds like a great concept. You don't play as one player, you play as a Legion. You collect other people from London, and you kick London's ass. Some people can do this, and you love that. When I play the game, those are the things that I love. However, it's one of those things that like they don't give you enough. It's like they kind of give you the core of the game and didn't flush anything out. The graphics look alright. Very rarely do I ever come across any kind of glitching through walls or things running into each other. Nothing like Cyberpunk, but that's a different issue, like we said before. But like it's like Grand Theft Auto, people walking around doing things, and the fact that you can interact with them in a way they're like, okay, you gotta read their past and kind of like, okay, do I want to recruit this person? This is what they're good at. This is what they're bad at. That kind of stuff. That's kind of cool. It's kind of what the first Watch Dogs was kind of trying to beat. The whole being able to go on your phone and do the profile scanning thing. That made sense in the world, but as a gamer, it's like, why do I care about these people? Now, Legion gave you a reason to care because you want to recruit them, whereas in Watch Dogs 1, it doesn't matter if the person was a single parent of 6 kids and was struggling through mortgage payments. You still drained their account when you had the opportunity to do so.
Like you still a fucking number on the screen.
And like unless you actually like in your mind role play like, I'm like there's times like I'll scan that person, I'm like, I'm not gonna take your money, I'm gonna let it pass. And then other time like I'm gonna take everybody's money. I'm not gonna read your profile. If the little thing comes up, I'll take your money. But because like, Watch Dogs never gave you that reason to not do that for you to come, it was more of a moral dilemma. But when you're a gamer, you don't have that dilemma. You don't have that problem. In Watch Dogs Legion, what keeps you from go in, I'm shooting everybody in the face, is the fact that one of those people might be somebody that you want. Not somebody that you need, because you can beat the game in one person and not have to recruit a single damn person. But at least it kind of, like, when I scan somebody, it's like there are people I'll be walking the street, like, okay, this is the boyfriend of one of your agents, or the boyfriend of one of your ex-agents, or mother, like some kind of relation. So if you fuck them up, they will then in turn, like, have a negative reflection on you, and it might be harder to recruit other people. I wish they had it so that and if you fuck up too many people in your own team will be like, yo, you become a loose cannon. We can't be part of that sector if you hurt my family. I wish they had it that, but once again, they didn't rush the game. They just couldn't implement as much as they really felt, as much as the hype told them that they should, because they never really said they were doing. They did exactly what they did. They did exactly what they said they would do. Nothing more. Nothing more. You can pick other people on it. That's it. So, like, yeah.
That's the other, because remember, I was going to get Legion.
Mhm.
I was like, yo, I'm looking for a game. I'm going to get Legion. I think I ended up getting Mad Max for $5 because Legion got pushed back again.
Yeah.
But remember I told you when it first came out that you was going to be able to level your agents,
Mhm.
which would have made the entire thing in single player make more sense.
Mhm.
Like, you're building your team. Like, so that means you could actually get somebody like, I like your skills, but you got a bad back. That's cool. We're going to level you up, augment your shit. Somehow make it so that you grow your team.
Other than through people.
Huh?
Other than through the people growing your team. You're growing your actual agents. You want to grow your agents.
Like, you would level up your actual people.
Mm.
And then not just like, oh, you're just an all-around terrible character from now until the end of time. Like, and it's like, why even spawn? Why would I choose an old lady with a bad back who takes less damage? And it's like,
because she takes less damage. It's like,
I mean, more damage. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and usually whenever they get, like, because I was thinking that too, but as I'm going through the game, first of all, you have to realize in real life there are gonna be people out there who just have bad quality, not like horrible people, but people who just aren't, like, they're not agent, like, DedSec, let's join an underground resistance group material. Whereas other people, like, all right, like, there's one person I came across. They would be able to stagger enemies when they punch them in the face. They had a weapon that I really wanted. And there was one other thing that they had that was really, really cool. Like, I want to get this. The last thing was flatulence. Like, they farted a lot. So bad guys would know what, like, if I was trying to sneak around, they'd just be identified. I'm like, okay, well, that's, I'm not picking you then. which sucks.
That makes sense. Like, I understand that not everybody's good. And like you said, you understand the guy fart and the balances. But, okay, so you lock guns to certain characters. Whatever.
That pissed me off, but yeah, keep going.
But, so now you lock guns to certain characters, and then you got certain bad stats on characters we can't even improve. You can't be like, yo, I played with the flattened guy. He did like 7 missions. We used a lot of skills or whatever. We did something grindy, and he farts once every 5 minutes. Not as bad as it was in the beginning, or if like he farts more if he's being chased by the cop. You see what I mean? Like, it's a little, like, there's a dynamic. I just want to put this to the side. Put this whole conversation to the side. What we're talking about right now is how I envision a podcast. We would just have some gameplay of your gameplay or whatever, depending on the game, playing in the background, focusing on a point. This will be the podcast, and just upload it. Because then we could record it at different times based on different games. Maybe 1 episode a month. That was my idea in the email.
Which I'm still looking for, by the way. Like, I cannot find it for the life of me. Nope, found it. Of course, when I say I couldn't find it, is when I find it.
So, but because we both know that Ubisoft is the king of making you grind for shit, and they literally didn't add anything into Legion single player to grind. Nothing. Nothing. I know games have battle pass. I played a couple, but it sounds like if you're still going to do the same 4 missions, no matter which part of the pass you're on or which level you're on, why the fuck would you even play the game? You're like, it's fun. Like, why didn't they just make it co-op, story mode? They should have just dropped that in and be like, we're done. Because they already wrote story mode, and you could already play as anyone. Just let me play in the same world as my friend. He be the leader. Whoever hosts be the leader. They start the cutscenes, and the rest of us run around the fucking world with his team members.
And I wish they did it like that. Because that way it sounds like...
Completely fine to do that and just let it go.
Do you know...
100%.
If I had to guess, what the reason that they didn't do that they ran out of time. They didn't have the servers up ready, obviously, because online. And I even read an article about this. The fact that they waited, 3 to 4 months to release the online version of their game. Who's coming back? Who? I'm pretty sure people beat the game within the first month. Who's going to come back 2 more months after that to play a broken? It's kind of broken because there's not enough in it for it to be really substance. Like it's a broken online mode, and like I wish there was more, especially if they're making us create a new team, a complete different self from what we have already created in single player. It needed to be more. It needed to be, in a way, its own game at that point. For it to be anywhere near competable, even Grand Theft Auto Online, there are times. Is Sports trying to call in?
Yeah, she's trying to call.
Okay, well, do you want to put a pin on this for right now, then?
Yeah, we'll put a pin on it. We can talk about it after. You can turn on your recorder next time.
I did.
Okay,
I
cool.
didn't record it in the beginning, but I recorded it halfway through. Not halfway, like 5 minutes after. So like, you know.
So before you started the things you didn't like about online.
Yeah. Once I hit the record button, I'm like, okay, that's what I didn't like.
Okay,
cool. So it's 20 minutes of us talking about that. So I'll post it. I'll send you the link. It won't be public, but like I'll post it and send you the link. I want to end this call. I'm gonna end this recording.
Okay.
All right.